my name is Carrie from Carrie Miller Pilates. This is our week 2 of Pilates Body, how to reset the body. I'm going to be demonstrating a warm-up, some standing bar work with weights, as well as Pilates mat work. So I hope you enjoy this 10-minute mini class, and let's begin. So we'll start on our mat, doing some roll downs, side bending, and twists. Just take a couple deep breaths. Inhale, lift those arms overhead, and exhale, release them down. You can let them hang. Feet are wide, just wider than hips, parallel second, so toes pointing forward, and release it down. On the next one, reach up and bend the knees 3 times, bend and lengthen through the waistline. 2, stretch and reach through those fingers, start to activate through the abs. And then slowly release the arms and nod the chin, roll all the way forward to the mat. Release the back of the neck, shake the head, yes, and no, and yes, and no. If you need to bend your knees, you can, so those hands touch the floor. Just releasing all of that tension in the neck. Bend the knees for everyone, and then roll back up again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, reach the arms up. Bend the knees 3 times and lift. 2 and lift. 3 and lift. Bend the knees and drop everything down to the mat. Keeping the knees bent this time. Allow that head to nod. Yes and no. Yes and no. Circle that head gently, again releasing the tension from the neck and reversing it. Slowly roll back up, arms come out to the side bend, stretch, and back to center. Side bend, stretch, back to center. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, center. Planting those feet, pulling up through your legs and up through your abdominals, strong arm stretch. One more. Coming into a twist, let's go ahead and take those hands to your shoulders and rotate the spine. So when I put my hands on my shoulders, what that does is it keeps my hips from moving and my shoulders from doing the rotation. And then we'll go ahead and take it into genie arms. Keep those arms right in front of you and continue to rotate. So my elbows want to go further than my shoulders. I keep my elbows in line with my shoulders and find that rotation from the ribs. Now we'll bend and stretch. Bend and rotate from side to side. Bend, stretch, one more. Now we'll reverse the direction. Start with the bend as you go the other way. Bend, lengthen. Bend, lengthen, one more time. Bend and lengthen. Now arms are going to shoot out straight side. I'm going to move forward so I don't hit my reformer here. So you're straight side and just twist from side to side. Now with those arms extended. Twist, twist. So my core from my hip bones down stay anchored, and I allow all the movement through the spine to happen. Now take those palms, face them forward as you twist, and feel that stretch through the chest. Can be an exhale on the rotation to spiral out through your midline, or you can find an inhale to lengthen. Either is appropriate. There's no wrong answer for the breath. Just keep breathing. Good, and release down. Go ahead and bring those feet in to a first position. So our Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. If heels together doesn't feel good, you can just separate the heels a little bit, no big deal. So you have to find what feels right for your pelvis and leg alignment. And then we'll just take a few releves to rise up on our feet, warm up through those calves, lengthen and lower, and then reach those arms out to the side if you'd like a balance challenge. If not, keep those arms down or on your hips. And you should feel the glutes working, the inner thighs, the calves, the abdominals to lift up, and then the chest. Go ahead and step it now wide. I'm coming into that second position. We'll stretch out those inner thighs. Hands can be on your hips or down by your side. Bend the knees, so my shoulders are stacked right on top of my hips. My knees are over those toes. As I rotate through the back of the hip, I want to feel the glutes tighten as I come back to my standing position. Glutes, inner thighs, spiral wrap. One more here. And now let's go ahead and just bring our stance in a little bit more narrow. So we're not as close as the first position, but not quite as wide as the second plie. And come into the releves again, lifting and lower those heels. Feel all that length through the spine. Feel connected to the belly. Feel the wrap through the glutes, inner thighs, all the way down, spiral to the calf, to the second and third toe. One more. Excellent. Let's go ahead and stretch out those calves. So step your right foot back, drop that heel towards the floor, and then lift up. So I'm in a lunge position with my left leg, and the right leg's reaching back and forward. You've got two more here. Changing legs. Left leg back. Sink the heel, the left leg is straight, the right knee is bent. I'm pulling up through those hip points. Bringing it back in. So we'll take a few combos and then we'll come to our weights. So side stepping, it's nice for balance work. Just tap it out, pull it in. So if you're finding this difficult to stabilize on your standing leg, you can tap it in and tap it out. But I'm bringing my foot into my ankle and I'm squeezing through that outer hip to stabilize and using my abs. One more. And coming right into the other side. Tap and pull it in. 10 reps here. Back to the first side. We'll step out, take a squat, lengthen, step in. Step out, squat, lengthen, in. So 10 here. When I step back, I'm hip hinging, so my hips go behind, and then as I lift up, I feel my abs, my inner thighs, squeeze those legs together. One more here. Changing, go right to the other side, stepping out and in. Flat back through the spine, abdominals lifted, waistline long. Feel those side glutes working. And now we're gonna go ahead and rotate it. Start in that small Pilates V, your first position. This time keeping that chest up. Step out and close in. Arms can reach to the side if you want a little more challenge, or take those arms up for your heart rate. Work through the feet, control it, soft landings, changing sides, and stepping out and in. Hands could also be on the hips as an option. Notice if you have one side that feels stronger on your supporting leg. And we've got one more challenge. So I'm going to face the front of my mat. It's got a little twisted. And I'm going to go ahead and take a step back and in. Same side. So it challenges my proprioception. You can choose to lunge as deeply as you want. Keep the back leg straight. It's going to work, make you work harder on your supporting side. One more. Changing legs. Other leg steps back, squeeze to come up. Stand tall through your abs. breathing. And again, you can always add an option of those arms shooting up or arms out to the side. Last one. Good. Okay, so moving on to that upper body work. Grab your weights. I'm going to step in a little bit. So I've got 2 pounds. You could use water bottles. You could, I'm a little winded from that. You could use water bottles. You could use cans. You don't have to use weights. You could use 3s. You could use 5s. So pick something that feels good to you. And we're going to come in right into our first position again. So back to that Pilates V. Arms reach straight out in front and bicep curl. Exhale as you curl in. You can have the hands wrapped or the fingers reaching. Stabilize through the back. Feel from the pinky finger all the way down through the scapula down to the tailbone that is connected. That's 10. Now we'll do 10 more, this time with a plie. So we stay in that squat, a plie first position. Now how high should the elbows be? They can be up to shoulder height as long as your shoulders are stabilized. If you feel like your shoulders are up to your ears, then you need to drop your elbows down a little bit. And that's 10. So now, the last set, we're going to curl and stretch it out. So everything bends, everything straightens. Two more. Nice, that's our biceps. Bring those arms down. Second position, arms out to the side. They're gonna hug a tree. Just arms in and out. If this feels too much on the shoulders, you can always lower your range. So you're gonna pick what feels right for you. Moving from those shoulder blades out and in. And I think you already know this series, and we're gonna come into a squat and hold, a plie and hold. 10 more here. Squeeze as you come in. Resist as you open. Chest and shoulders. So from here, everything is out, and then we squeeze and pull it in. 1, 10 reps. 2, feel the length through the spine. 3, 4, at any time, you can put those weights down, press into the feet, pull up through the arches. Last one. Good, lower down. Moving on to our back. So I'll take it to the side so you can see me. I hip hinge forward, reach those arms straight out in front of me, and I pull my elbows back. So one set here, just in a first position, parallel plie, feet are hip distance apart. And then I'm going to step the leg back as I pull, alternating. So a little more balance challenge here. Shoulders stay wide, collarbones open, back is long, abs are in. It's a small step. And then one more set. We're going to plie a little more. That was 10. Tricep press. So we'll come into my back keeps shifting. We'll come into a lunge position. Step that right leg back, elbows to your waistline or slightly past, and kick those arms back behind you for 10. So I'm hinged forward, my spine is long, and I'm just focusing on those triceps. Bring it in, change legs. Find your stability, get grounded in that front leg. So bar, we do high reps, low weight. And you should feel a burn through those back of the arms. So we did 10. Come back to that parallel first position, hip distance apart. We reach those arms back, and now we're going to drag them in. Pump those arms in together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So those are our arms. Our arms are done. And we'll finish up with our Pilates mat. So I'm going to come to my reformer mat combo. We're going to go into our series of 5 and some bridges. And then we'll do a quick stretch out. Pulling those knees into the chest, take the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Scoop out the belly. Feel the roundness through the upper back. Reach one leg long as you pull the opposite knee in and change. Don't worry about the exactness of the hands. You can just pull that knee in. Double leg stretch. Both knees come in, arms go overhead, circle around, pull those knees in. Keep the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Keep pulling the belly into the spine. Keep breathing. Last one. At any time, if you need to lower your head to the mat, you can. Legs go straight up to the sky. Single leg lowering and lift. Press the head into the hands. Scoop out the belly. Keep the lower back into the mat. I think that's our 5th one. Then both legs are going to come together. Keep that lower back down, and I come to my challenge point and lift up. 5 here. Pressing the head into the hands. We finish with our crisscross, elbow to opposite knee. And lower everything to the mat. Flip on over to a little bit of our breaststroke prep. Pull those elbows right to your shoulders. Sorry, they're gonna go past your shoulders to your chest. Open those collarbones, elbows drag in, tops of the feet push down on the mat. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. On the next one, stay up in slight extension, lift those legs, and we can rotate them slightly, turn them out in the hip socket, and start to kick. Keep dragging that heart forward, push the hands into the mat, and release everything. Come on and push back into a child's pose or a shell stretch, rounding forward. Walk your hands toward the right. Feel a stretch through your left waistline. And then walk the hands to the left. So this class went longer than I expected. So we're gonna wrap it up with our, just the way we started. So legs nice and wide, lift arms up on an inhale and exhale, lower down. Find all that length. And notice what changed in your body. So I feel a lot looser in my shoulders and my hips, more active. Keep the arms up, 3 bends here, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna go ahead and reach forward. And bend my knees and roll up. Side bend, stretch. Yeah, this feels a lot more open. And then arms to the shoulders. Take that rotation nice and easy. And then genie, arms right in front of me. Take that rotation. Awesome, and relax. You guys are done. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great week. Bye-bye.